Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, the penultimate stream of Dragon Age Inquisition, and also the Dragon Age trilogy. I am so close to the end of playing Dragon Age. I can taste it. I'm so close to the end now. Anyway, what to talk about here? Oh yeah, my Inquisitor has hair now. Because it's supposed to be 2 years later. I like to make my Inquisitor look a little different in between the main game and Trespasser, just to kind of roleplay a little bit that some time has passed. And the Inquisitor has been through some shit. Maybe. I don't know. The Inquisitor has had enough of this shit, basically. Orlais. Now, just to let you know, there is pretty much... I've done about...
If you squint, Lake Callanhad is shaped like a bunny.
Really?
Perhaps we should take a... Oh, I think I see it.
Really? I think you're probably on drugs, Cullen. I don't really see that. Anyway, what was I going to say? Alright. Yeah, I've done pretty much about 99% of everything I can do in the main game. There's like a few oddball collectible things which I'm not going to bother with, like the mosaic tiles. I don't think in any playthrough I've ever had I've found all of the mosaic tiles. I just don't give a shit about them. Plus, it's really hard to complete those things. I went back to Deep Roads. I tried to find the missing gears. I found one. There's still one gear I can't find, but besides that, there's like... I've done everything I can do. There's nothing else I can do. So I have to... And at this point, I'm ready to end the game, so...
You're doing it again. Oh,
Yeah.
I do apologize.
Yeah, you're doing it again, Josie.
I had all day.
Alright. Griffiths is dead. The Fade Rifts or demons are waning. Orlais and Ferelden have begun to raise questions about the future of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria, who is Vivienne, unfortunately, has promised to shield the Inquisition from political matters for as long as possible. Eventually, she plans to call the Exalted Council, a chance to determine the role and possibly the fate of the Inquisition. This is the point of no return. The real point of no return in the game. Once you begin this, you cannot go back and do anything else. Yes, let's go ahead and get going here, because I'm ready to wrap this game up. Exalted Council, we're ready to depart at your convenience. I'm ready. Let's do this. Where's my battle nug? Oh, my battle nug's been retired. This is the Inquisition steed. You do actually have this horse in the game, by the way. I just never used it. So I had battle nug.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you.
I mean, you get you hitched.
Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
By the way, that's supposed to be Arl Teagan there. He looks a little different from what I remember him. remember him looking like. I don't think I've seen him since Dragon Age Origins. I don't think so.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise de Lyon, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Finally? It took 2 years. Wow. I'm glad the hinterlands are doing better now.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
You mean Lady Defur?
You can probably just call her Vivienne in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria controls the mages for now, but there has been much bloodshed, and the Chantry is far from stable. Many feared a mage, as divine, would tear the Chantry apart. I hope that Victoria proves them wrong.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, your worship. The divine sees the good that you can do, and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Orlais. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
The Imperium sent an ambassador?
Yes, your worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, your worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras. For one, I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom Ranier. Enjoy time with them while you can, your worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
So what you're telling me is that only Varric and Blackwall have returned, which is not correct, but I'll take your word for it. I'll just assume everybody else has returned.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Orlais sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
I'm not going to reveal my hand yet.
Corypheus is dead. We accomplished what we set out to do. If we're not needed any longer, and if it can be done peacefully, it may be time for the Inquisition to disband.
Thank you. Maker watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
Although I guess I did kind of reveal my hand anyway. I didn't want to decide anything yet. Don't make me decide yet. It's an important decision. Alright, here we are. Back at... Remember this place? Orlais and Ferelden. I need to save at the start here. Alright, let's go mingle. Do we have hollow doors? No, not hollow doors anymore. It's back here. Something.
There must be something here.
It's a bone. Expensive dog treats. Okay.
It's true.
Oh, yes.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable.
Yes, let's take a
The
walk.
palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence. But the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
You're still planning.
Then why can I still see those wheels turning in your head?
Work carries a certain momentum. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
You know, to be honest, when I think of Orlesian culture, I just think of masks. Everybody trying to mumble through masks. That's Orlesian culture to me. So far. Very haughty voices. Yes, I am better than you. Your mother smells of elderberries. Blah, blah.
I do wish you'd warned me the game would take more work after Halam Sharal.
It's strange. Those were somehow simpler times. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
Doing what exactly?
And what is this small entertainment?
Something to ease our minds. I would very much like to surprise you with the details.
Mystery. Okay.
Why not? Josephine, I put myself in your capable hands.
Splendid. I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Wait, what?
Oh, bravo!
Oh.
Bravo!
I was wondering what the music was for. Is it always this loud?
I've been in battles that were quieter than this.
Oh, yes. What a stupendous voice Lady Brask has. Her D-sharp once shattered an entire conservatory. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
It was amazing.
That
Skoda.
was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
As the player, I didn't see it, so I don't know.
That part with the glittery... Oh, and they actually set fire to... Oh, yes, I truly enjoyed it.
Then I call tonight a great success.
Animations were a little awkward.
The encore signal.
Okay. We stopped the Exalted Council so we can go to some sort of... I don't even know what they were watching. It was a play, I guess, with fireworks in it? Josephine in the last few years. Inquisitor Kadesh, Commander Cullen has reviewed the soldiers, and I have written and received so many letters from the Orlais court, our birds probably blot out the sun. We are as prepared for this Exalted Council as we will ever be. I know this past year has... And somebody singing in the background. I've been full of formal meetings. Goodness knows I have attended many myself. But this one will truly test the alliances and friendships we've worked so hard to build. If I may offer you any advice, Inquisitor, it is this. Keep a ready smile, and remember, we have their attention because we are to be reckoned with. Especially yours and Master Monica. Yes, exactly right, because we are powerful. We are a powerful organization still. Oh, Cole in the last few years, too. What's up with Cole here? Excuse me. Inquisitor, I send this to you uncertain whether this comprises a joke, a test, or some form of magic. If it is the latter, I wish to state that I am deeply uncomfortable, but based on the results, I can hardly complain. Our work has never been more successful. I have no recollection of having written the following, but it is clearly my hand. With signifiers in the language that make it clear I acted of my own volition in writing it. I assume you will make more of it than I can from Charter. Charter is a Inquisition agent. I recognize the name. Send to Inquisitor in regarding Cole, quarterly progress. Rescue 6. Harvey inspected targets hit 4. 1 dead when wanted for interrogation. No prisons? No prisons. Maybe somebody meant no prisoners? I don't know. Agent morale strong, some crying, all insisted they were good tears. Strong emotions are unrelated to mission at hand, usually tied to some past trauma. Oddities, misplaced items, unexpected, often tied to emotional revelation among group concerned with hostile blood mage, binding demons. V. Angry. Who is V? V has come too. Anyway, wax on my fingers, bees strung behind me as the honeycomb crunch between my teeth. She was always proud of me. Why did I write this? What? What did you? Okay, apparently Cole's been doing things, but... what? I don't really know. Something. Is there anything else to talk about with Josephine before I go?
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any ear-ringing should go away in a day or two.
It's good to know. I'm glad we had time in the middle of the Exalted Council to go see an opera. Dang it. Locked doors, no. Where'd I go? Hard in High Town by Director Flash. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna read this.
All's well, it seems. I don't know.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you.
That's what I'm here for.
And the Inquisitor comes to the rescue once again.
Is that what you call it?
This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount
Provisional Viscount.
of Kirkwall.
Until recently.
And what are you doing now?
I have resumed my post as seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now?
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
You know what? I think it's kind of appropriate that Varric becomes Viscount of Kirkwall. It almost seems like a destined job for him, considering how much shit he went through in Kirkwall. He'd actually probably make a better Viscount than Hawk did, to be honest.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, what's the worst that could happen if we put the dwarf in charge? They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present.
Is
It's
it a
official
Bianca?
recognition
Oh
of
no,
your
it's not.
title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a countess now.
You can't actually do that without...
He's the
Too late.
Viscount.
Already did it. I also got you a seat in the Merchants Guild. Don't thank me. I was just going to give you mine, but they got so angry about it.
This is highly irregular. You know there have already been complaints from the...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
Yes, Shu.
This is possibly too much, Varric. I don't know what to say.
That's nothing. Practically nothing. Don't mention it. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really?
Oh.
It's so much better than I thought.
Cool. Can I try that when I get there?
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
Why not?
Alright, most of my companions I think are over there, but I want to go check this side first. Uh-oh. No. Internet. Don't do this. Better get back to normal. I swear to God, I will start yelling at the internet again like a crazy old man. Having too much fun here. Don't mess things up. There we go.
And what did they need? Oh, well, it seems. At once.
What the hell? Magic? Who's using magic? Fuck them.
gets out the easy splits.
Thanks, Baker.
Fire, since so many gets out the easy.
Afraid to mingle.
We're all the way up to chapter 18.
I'm parched. Where is that servant?
Such changeable weather this season.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog?
They don't breed Mabari in Orlais. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
You know, I gotta be honest. The Mabari animations looked better in Dragon Age Origins than they do here. Oh, come on, internet. Why is this gonna happen tonight? All night.
Poor boy. Well, he seems happy now.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
I never expected you to make friends at a political council. How times have changed.
So they have. The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support in whatever form you require.
Include dog training.
If your support comes with that of your new friend, I'm sold. I know a useful ally when I see one.
You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
Dog treat, stamina, dog treat boost. That's what all this is for.
Be careful, Inquisitor. We have a ways to go yet.
Will you walk with me? The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright. but I no longer see that same palace.
And that makes you sad.
It is easier on the heart to just see gilding. Now all I can see are the knives in the shadows, the poison in jeweled goblets. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear.
Liliana has gotten kind of paranoid in her old age.
Have we not made enough allies?
If friends were easily made and kept, we wouldn't need diplomacy. Our allies can be cordial to our faces and still dread the future. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. When the time comes, consider giving them what they want.
I have considered it. Now I'll reserve my judgment for later.
Ending the Inquisition wouldn't be so bad.
You misunderstand. They cannot act against what they cannot see. Publicly, I will of course retire from this life, as one would expect. Let them think they've finally won. I shall take up charity work, become a patron of the arts, as all respectable women of my age do. And perhaps take on a protégé. Our work never ends, Inquisitor. We just need fewer witnesses.
Thank the Maker.
Hang on a second. Okay, for a bit. Sorry, I was trying to check the Twitch inspector. Stupid thing making me log in and reauthorize again. I was getting like network interruptions like about every 5 minutes, and it's just checking around and see if there's anything else that possibly could be messing with my bandwidth, and there is nothing. So the problem's not on my end. But anyway. Anyway, let's continue on. I just have to hope and pray that doesn't keep happening. Another hardened high town. Yeah, whatever. What's this? All these little things, the little things I can do around here, just fix things, and I get stat ups. Alright, let's go talk to people up here. There she is.
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting?
Of course you are, darling, but that doesn't mean the interruption is unwelcome. The Earl of Redcliffe was briefing me on the current situation in Denerim. He represents Ferelden at this summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
We still come across scars left by the Venatori, but the land continues to mend.
I'll try not to keep you from more important matters.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
Don't worry, my dear. The Inquisition has the full support of the Chantry at this summit, of course.
When world powers want to discuss plans for the future, I get nervous.
I'm glad you haven't lost your sense of danger. But the powers here are all noise and no teeth. I must make preparations for the summit. My dear, should you need anything, you have but to ask.
Can you just call off the Exalted
you
Council?
finally arrived,
No.
Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
Oh. I understand your position.
The Inquisition has grown. I can see how its presence might cause concern.
Then you understand why we must demand a reduction of your military forces. A power without allegiance to either Ferelden or Orlais? Even I see neither of our countries can let it rest. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
Yep, and Nora is still Queen of Ferelden. Oh, her, by the way, all Tegan. Just so you know. Just want to be perfectly honest with you. Leaving you know who in the Fade was not personal, not intentional. Just saying, you know. He might still be alive. Stay. Hey, Dorian.
Orlais is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition's support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
You arrived ahead of me. I hope all's well.
It's everything I expected. We've been spared the burden of surprise. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Orlais wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
The Inquisition's grown. It would be shocking if they didn't find us a threat.
Yet you've started no major wars. The Inquisition is a very considerate rival. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is the good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
Alright. Well. Yeah, Celine basically just chose to stay out of this, you know. But a little fun factoid, I didn't realize this until I looked it up. Apparently this dude, Cyril, he was in the Mark of the Assassin DLC in Dragon Age 2. Only as a bit character. But apparently he was there. Just a little FYI. Slaying of Corypheus. A blessed herald of Andraste. Yeah, we got like a fountain dedicated to us. It's how quaint Not these random things. Knickknacks. Finding knickknacks.
Changeable weather this season.
I'm parched. Where is that servant? It's been a while. As the most eloquent dwarf you know, Sparkles...
Speech! Speech! Way too much speech.
Varric, there's really no need.
What's going on?
Inquisitor! You're just in time. Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you, or want you. It may even kill you, but we'll miss you, if it counts. And you didn't know.
Nope.
Okay, folks. Time to take the party elsewhere.
Oh, there's Bull.
Tom never wanted any. I swear.
Leave him.
It's true. When the Exalted Council has ended, I'm going back to Tevinter. For good, this time.
I will miss you. Until the next game, which you better show up in.
You know I'll miss you.
Naturally. My father is dead. Assassinated, I believe. I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating me on assuming his seat in the Magisterium. We only met a few times while I was home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as his heir. This ambassadorship, his doing, I'm told. He must have wanted me away when the trouble began. I have to go back.
So you'll truly be a Magister.
Oh, yes. I can't wait to degrade the Magisterium with my presence. A new outfit is required.
And then what?
I find my father's killers and kill them back. Then I find those giving Tevinter a bad name and kill them. They're most likely the same people, so that should make the job easier.
You'll need help. I could go with you.
Not this time, my friend. I won't be entirely without support. Mayveris has gathered other Magisters who feel as we do. We'll be an actual faction in the Magisterium. I'll teach them manners, take them shopping. It'll be fun.
I know it was complicated, but I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
I wish you safe travels, and the best of luck.
Oh, I'll need it, thank you. Magisters are tricksy bastards. A present. A going-away present. It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access to. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice... magic. What? You didn't think I would just leave and you'd never hear from me again, did you? You are my dearest friend. Perhaps my only friend. That will never change, no matter where we are. Now let's finish the good wine before the others get back.
Yep, and everybody's gone.
Where is that servant?
By the side of the divine, Cassandra seeks the truth and finds a warring blade that's so sublime. Royal hearts near foreign minds, very
By the way, I have noticed the animation bug with Meriden. She's supposed to have her guitar while she's singing. And she just doesn't have it. So, yeah.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Glimmering, glittering, perfect cut, mask a maze of gemstones. She will think it pretty.
Excuse me, I might,
Cole's having entirely way too much fun with this.
You're useful to have around, Cole.
He wants stones the color of his eyes. Happy, bright, beaming, being seen, not seeing. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs?
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Inquisitor, how good to see you here. I came to sit and pen another song.
Sweet songs, poignant pain plants joy that grows later. She can't see me. I help her help people.
I gathered.
You're smart and kind. You're worthy of true love.
Hello, Halam Shiral!
Wow.
Fire of Zither must be fueled by wine, ideally shared with adoring fans.
What the fuck is this?
Not with him. You need somebody nice. Yes, better. He'll be gentle. So will you.
You're with the Chargers, are you not? I've seen you in the Skyhold Tavern where I sing.
Oh yes, I love your songs. Sometimes I'd sit up on the chair to take a better look at your songs. The Chargers have their own song, if you'd like to hear it.
Good.
I mean, Krem hasn't noticed Meriden until this point. They've been in the same room for like, I don't know how long?
You're sure they'll both be all right when Krem tells her?
Strong arms, a sweet voice. Father wanted me to be happy.
Which one of them is that?
Both.
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the Chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
You make a good Tempest. I don't know what that is.
You almost fight like a Tempest. Do you ever want to just break a flask over yourself and kill
Oh, that's
things?
the specialization.
No. Well, no more than usual.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the Fade.
You sound like Solus now.
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
I just walk right through Meriden. You're really tall.
I always forget how tall you are.
Right? Hello down there.
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during Orlesian unification, under the reign of Mafarath's son, Isarath.
Uh-huh.
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys. You got me.
Yeah. Bull is so surprised. Totally couldn't tell I was bullshitting him.
Hey, boss.
Terra's past, and now, things. Lost in our books, stop leaving them places. No journalist, red sketch, roll, sketch, sky, and possible cross-hatching. Okay. Moving again, less stuff, more things, people, things, too many vowels, some things. Nameless, stupid, Orlais. Life genie checked in, wasn't worried. The same was Mashkin's face of Chevalier, blah 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 blah. Castle Sutherland and his crew, sirs, all around now. You ever stop grinning? Traveling again, and again. Been here before, we're everywhere. Back to the Winter Palace, never good, pack bees. If Beric were in trouble, scratch out. Beric won't take a sucker bet, in for 10 with Colin. Everyone looks old and tired and fat. Who do you call him fat? Find who shrunk my skyhold clothes, scratched out piss. Don't say the Inquisitor's hand looks bad. It looks very bad. Is Whittle even here? You might go where there's no Whittle. Yes, Dagna is Whittle. No. Sarah and Dagna are a thing. Charger's in the palace. No one will be sleeping. Raynor hugs harder than Blackwall, still beardy. Josie's best cheer. Cassandra needs to punch something or she'll explode. Everyone? I never call on everyone. Liliana knows something. Knew it. Inquisition is in trouble. Dorian, leave me again. Didn't cry. That's what he wants. Blah blah. Okay.
Here's you! And everyone! Glad to be back, all stuffed together. With the pressure full on. Again. Don't worry, Herald of Everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs.
Hi.
Just like best times.
What are we throwing in people's faces? That's like a foam bomb.
I expected a roof.
It's early. Anyway, that was a good run. It's all been a good run. I needed that. And I need... You know it's ending, right? We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, all they do is end things. They'll try a leash. Or worse. But maybe you aren't ready to quit just because some Lord Piddlebits is scared of us.
Do I seem like I'm ready to retire?
I'm tired. I've never done anything for years. Point is, sooner, all this changes. And you've helped me understand. Too much. So it's my turn to help you. See, I have these friends, and all of them were the wrong sort of whatever. Their place changed, or it never was. So together, we made an us. Everyone needs an us. And when the world is done saying no and calls you the wrong sort of whatever, maybe we can be that us for you. What do you think, Inquisitor? Want to run some rooftops as a Jenny?
Oh.
You want the Inquisitor? Don't I have a few more titles than your usual Jenny? No offense.
Some taken. Words. Look, we don't want you. We want to be there for you. If you want to keep doing, it won't be nobles who help. It'll be friends.
I usually agree to do this. Because I don't see a reason not to. I mean, why not take advantage of the situation with the Ginny? So sure, go ahead.
Well, all I have to say is, call me Red Friggin' Jenny.
Way too confusing. You'll get a city. One that rhymes with arse.
Oh! I should have said we needed a we instead of an us, because... Wait! Anus! So stupid.
To all my friends.
Always and ever, Inquisitor. Always and ever.
Sarah was never in the group.
Creepy song is creepy. Ugh.
Alright, so the Inquisitor's a red Ginny now. I'm okay with that. It might not fit the personality of every Inquisitor that I play as, but you know, I think it's okay in this case. Well, Sarah's thing is still highlighted. Okay, we move on. Set. More Hardened Hightown. I'm like an hour in, and I still technically have not even begun the Exalted Council yet. I'm just looking for stuff and talking to everybody, which I'm perfectly okay with. I need to get up there. I don't remember how to get up there. Cullen and the last few years. Cullen, word has spread from Denerim about the summit the Inquisition will attend. The news is half rumors, but with the representatives they say are going, it's clearly serious. And the details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love Orlesian parties. Branson's here. His son insists I add "Hello, Cole" to his letter. He also insists it be "Hello" and not "Hello." My nephew is stubborn, however familiar love from you. Okay, so that's Cullen's relative. Cassandra in the last few years. Inquisitor, I am writing to you from the Hunterhorn Mountains, where I was successful in tracking down Seeker Emery. She was more shocked than most to hear of Lord Seeker Lucius's betrayal, as he was her mentor when she was just an initiate. But she is eager to help rebuild, and she has heard of a few other Seekers who might have been sent to Ravane. I still do not know how many of us yet remain, how many Lucius killed. I know that we are recovering, and I know that we will be better this time. That's pretty much exactly what I expected of Cassandra to do. Like I said a few times earlier when I played, I prefer Cassandra to rebuild the Seekers, and that is what she is doing. Vivian in the last few years. My dear Inquisitor, I hope this letter finds you well. I do apologize for the tardiness of my correspondence. I have, of course, been extremely busy, but that should never serve as an excuse for neglecting one's most influential friends. I look forward to seeing you again, my dear, although it is a pity we must meet under such disagreeable circumstances as the Exalted Council. It seems you've only just put the mage crisis to bed, and now the Ferelden Benorn is awake and crying for attention. I shall let Josephine give you the details of our upcoming business so that I can instead discuss more important plans for our reunion, namely shopping. Darling, there is an excellent millennia planning to make the trip to the Dales from the capital just for the occasion to meet us. And, of course, we must visit the Imperial Gardens Spa at least once. With affection, Divine Victoria. Vivian's doing well, in other words. Averic in the last few years. Inquisitor, greetings and salutations from beautiful Kirkwall. The sun is shining, the seabirds are screeching, when almost nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewers in over a month. The Red Lyrium cleanup in the gallows is going better than expected. Nobody misses having Meredith fused to the flagstones, eerily glaring at everyone. The city guard celebrated finally getting her out of there by holding a completely impromptu parade. Several Lowtown residents composed a song on the spot with lyrics to the effect of, "Thank the maker of a crazy cursed Templar is gone," which was remarkably catchy despite, or maybe because of, the fact that it was mostly just swearing in tune. Even with all this stellar progress, it looks like I'm stuck here. Channels in the harbor were completely changed by falling debris a few years back, which led to a lot of ships getting wrecked, coming and going, which only made things worse. And then we had rifts open and weird glowing fade rocks appeared out there. Okay. Incidentally, thanks for closing the rifts. Now the only hope for repairing the harbor is to send guys with pickaxes to clear the rocks. Ever try to hire miners who are also divers, Inquisitor? There aren't many, and even fewer are happy mining glowing shit from the Fade. It's going to take a lot of coin to fix. Stop by to see sometime, we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace. Please, this Viscount shit is boring me to death. You'll survive, Eric.
Well met, your worship.
Nice charter. Activity in the Winter Palace. Okay. Yes. Josephine is coming down on the rules here. Don't misbehave, everybody. Dorian and the last few years. Inquisitor, it was good to hear from you, my friend. For months, I've had only the society of Maveris's fledgling Lucerne party. Junior members of the Magisterium, so filled with fire and zeal, and so widely inept at politics, May kept a bucket of ice water on hand in case one accidentally immolates himself. Lest I give you the wrong impression, we are making progress. It don't take a great deal of skill to keep the Lucerne alive through the usual schedule of Menrothus scheming long enough to become a real political faction. Fortunately, they do have me. I'm sorry to hear that politics are plaguing you as well. Must be something going around, like a pestilence or an Orlesian fashion trend. Hopefully Josephine can diffuse the Ferelden outcry and persuade the Orlesians to stop circling you with a collar and leash. You know, she did always love a challenge. I'll find an excuse to make a trip soon. Make a trip south soon. We should really catch up in person, don't you agree? Yours truly, Dorian. Iron Bull in the last few years. Thank you for sending the Chargers to assist in dealing with the demons attacking Montfort. Their assistance was most appreciated, and many lives were saved. The Iron Bull and his Chargers have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais with their efforts in Tarandale. The Iron Bull in particular defeated the would-be usurper in combat. We must protest the actions of the Bull's Chargers in Southreach. While the presence of demons and Templars corrupted by Red Lyrium is undisputed, the necessity of your dwarven miner collapsing the better part of a mountain on the enemy forces was hardly necessary. Yeah. Bit overkill, I guess, but it worked. The Bull's Chargers were of great assistance in driving back the demons that attacked the shores of Lake Calenhad. The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful. I look forward to her promised explanation of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magical barriers. Oh yes, the Chargers have been useful. Here's my storage chest. My loot is still here. I can change my wardrobe. Can I? Well, I don't think there's... Can I change my outfit? Oh, I can change my outfit here. Select the formal wear. I was wearing this before. Black. Black and gold. I'm gonna stick with that. Oh, boom.
And you?
Oh.
Ah, what?
Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
And here I am. Should I not be here?
Should I leave and come back later so you can try again?
Always with clever suggestions. Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit. Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
Thank you.
That's a lovely sentiment, Cassandra.
Marriage is much more than a lovely sentiment, Inquisitor.
Marriage?
Blackwall is quite a man. Or Rainier, or... What name will he go by now when you... You're not proposing to anyone. I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
So Varric told you that.
He said I was going to propose?
He mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
Well, now that you put the idea in my head, in a roundabout way.
I might get married. I've thought about it.
I suspected as much. Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
Speaking of which, where is the wall that is black? He's around here somewhere. If found, please return to your vet multi yet. You can see over there, there's still like a little tiny little bit of the breach that is still in the sky. Way over there. Which I would have to assume is in the direction of the Frostback Mountains. I would assume. Bone. Is there more things here? No. There's stuff in here. Ah, the crafting armory. Everything is here. Except for Dagna. Dagna's not here. That's actually kind of disappointing. Where's my dwarven smith? I mean, what does she call herself? Arcanist. Where's my arcanist? She's not here.
Oh, yes.
By the way, we have a shop here. And this is the shop that has everything you could ever want. All the herbs, all the cloth you could ever want. Well, we don't have Ice Dragon Hide, though, fortunately. Fortunately, we don't have that. Or Avar Twill. We don't have Avar Twill, do we? No, just a Dragon Weapon. Man, I kind of wish we had some of the other Tier 4 materials in here. But we do have infinite supply of regular dragon material now at my disposal. Clasping Maw. Oh, this thing. I have... We can buy Soul Edge. Expensive. Yeah, that way expensive, actually. 166,000 gold, which I do not have. And Dragon Bone. Infinite Dragon Bone. As long as you can afford it. Okay, at the very end of the game. Also, I got a bunch of specialty accessories here too that are also expensive. Superb crossbow arms, 140. So yes, at this point in the game, provided you have the money, you can make whatever to your heart's content now. Yes, just merchant. Being weird. Alright. There's the man of the hour. Blackwall in the last few years. An excerpt of a report bearing the seal of the Grey Warden found among the Inquisition files. Tom Rainier. Participating in Grand Tourney, former captain of a Legion army. Known for murder, treason, also known for impersonating a Grey Warden. Warden Constable Blackwall, Valshavin. Member of Inquisition, played role in the defeat of Corypheus. Status recruited. Joining. Survived. Obviously, since he's here. Assignments: the free marches in the Vimmark Mountains, reporting to Warden Stoudenmeyer, an ongoing investigation of the Vimmark prison. That was where Corypheus was being kept originally, before Hawk came in and kind of inadvertently set Corypheus free. And thus started this entire business.
And there she is. I missed you.
There's two of you again?
Oh, hello. Do I know you?
Always cruel. Any chance you remember now?
Ah, you.
I have to say, while I appreciated the letters, this is much better. And
Geralf strolls up, hands filled with ripe squashes, and says, "Sir, I must report that it was an utter boondoggle." Maybe you had to be there.
It's good to see you fitting in.
It has its warts, that's for sure, but this life feels right. Like it's where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, it's nice to be back, though I'm not sure what to think of this council. The Wardens expect me to return, regardless of what happens here.
When?
I don't know. They didn't say. I didn't ask. What matters is that I'm here now.
Oh, okay. Nice bed. Just kind of appeared here.
Tom?
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, that was kind of a weird scene. I didn't really understand what happened there. Did we sleep together, or did we just lay in the bed and wake up and... I'm confused by that scene. That scene didn't make any sense to me. Alright, and that little magical thing that keeps appearing, there's like some magic gesture that's like appearing in random places around the in places, and you're supposed to try and catch them. Well, I need to try and get the thing up there. Let me see if I can get up there. And then we'll start the council here, because I've been dilly-dallying long enough here. Let me see if I can get over there. Can I jump over there? Yep. Oh, I flubbed that. I completely flubbed that. Let me try again. Jump. There we go. Whoa! Almost made it. One more time. I'm gonna try it one more time. One more time. I will get it this time. I have to jump in just the right spot. Made it. Yes. Alone.
Oh, yes.
Alright. Let's get things underway.
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Artigan, as to your concerns.
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
That was a bandit stronghold.
Yes, from bandits. Would you like us to give it back to them?
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now order has been restored, yet you remain. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them. Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. The Inquisition is the only reason Selene still has the throne.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Sister Leliana asked to speak with you in private.
Okay. Josephine, can you handle this? I need to take a potty break.
Something has come up. I'll be back.
What?
This is highly irregular.
Are we not even worth the Inquisitor's time?
How, Tegan, you become a very angry person in your old age. I liked you better back in Origins.
Inquisitor, I thought you would want to see this. A Quanri warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
Huh.
Would the Iron Bull know anything about this?
I asked, and he is as surprised as we are. Since becoming Tal Vashoth, he has had no contact with his people. He seems frustrated at not knowing more.
So what would the left hand of the Divine see when she looked at this?
This is a warrior, not a spy. Part of the Antam, the Quanri military. Most of his wounds come from a fight against someone using magic, but at least a few are from a blade. He was badly hurt, separated from his allies, and made it here before he died. But how?
We need to find out what's going on. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will ask Divine Victoria to call a recess for now. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
Ooh, excitement.
Please move along. There is nothing to see here.
Blood. Where'd the blood go?
It looks like he came down over the railing.
Oh.
Active Alluvian?
Ta-da!
If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone.
Spring ball. Oh. I guess I gotta ring Dorian. Just like old times.
This is the crossroads. Morrigan brought me here while showing me the alluvians.
It's a little different than I remember it being. Palace.
Judging by the bloodstains, he tried to get through here.
What's wrong? That one doesn't like you?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
Everywhere, even places that aren't anymore.
Not all may survive their journeys, for these are the perils of a land unrecognizable, a time immemorial. Join them in Moonlight on the Feast of Shadows, at the end of the 13th Age. This is sounding like a Marvel movie here. Alright. So we're in somebody's abandoned chateau. Apparently they bought the mirror at some point and put it here. And the mirror is just randomly activated. Wonder who did that.
Oh, look! More demons for us to clean out!
Oh, look at demons.
blood trail leads to this mirror.
Right. Let's see where this guy came from.
Elven ruins. I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore. Another Quanri, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's Karashok, a foot soldier. Must have been in the same squad. Oh, this is gonna be fun. The old team together again to kick some ass.
Kicking doesn't work as well as daggers, the Iron Bull.
I missed you too, Cole.
Another mirror. What's this? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? The fuck is this shit? How do we get past this shit? There's a way to get past this. I don't remember how to do so. It's not the way. I think there's a rift power you can get that's supposed to enable me to get past that fire shit. I just wasted 2 potions. Good. Looking good here. There's more to shit over here. Magic fire.
Scorch marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Quanri were here, and who did this to them. Over there, Quanri. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
The elves bound a spirit here. It feels old. Very old.
What does it want? I'm afraid I can't understand a word you're saying.
Oh, okay. They are not friendly. Yeah, I kind of put my shield in the wrong spot. Let's see, Dorian.
I think that spirit considered us intruders.
We are intruders. We aren't ancient elves.
It must have been set to guard something.
Oh, just burned through a majority of my potions there. I might actually have to go back and restock.
That was like Balefire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
Cowering, cringing, blinking in the light. Then cool hands, kind voices. Sleep now, you're safe.
This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the dread wolf, Fen Harel.
Fen Harel? The Dalish elves' god of misfortune?
That alluvion only took us a short distance. That's the same lake we saw from the other tower.
Good for moving around a city, visiting friends, deploying guards. Cuts all over the back. He was killed by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry.
Here we go again. What a change of pace from the Winter Palace. A clear sky, a beautiful view, and yes, fields and fields of stripweed as far as the eye can see.
Stripweed.
Terrible stuff. Looks like grass, stings like a knife, and causes sores if you so much as brush against it. So, of course, everyone in Manrathus insists it makes a very decent tea.
What is this? And a sock.
This is Van Harel helping former slaves as a mortal, not a god.
Kinda curious that this guy had to specify he wasn't a god.
Worship makes you more. He just wanted to help.
Van Harel sounds like quite the rebel. The old elven gods must have simply loved that.
Claims the elven gods were just Evanuris, powerful but completely mortal mages.
Whoever ran this place was trying to rebuild the slaves' confidence. Get rid of old propaganda.
If that's true, Van Harel was teaching these freed slaves the truth about these false gods.
Oh, here we go. Anchor discharge. Now all max focus over time. Discharge can only focus using a new ability in the battle menu. Or mount key used to be. Okay. This in. Starting anchor makes your party briefly invulnerable.
You alright, boss?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. It stopped, at least. This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
Yep. Fuck. You know what? Blast him. Nuke him. I don't care. I have my own handheld torch. Get it? My hand is a torch now.
This place is creepy.
Have to go back the way we came now.
Did the Quanri live here?
These Quanri were running when they died. Let's find where this battle began. A letter by the Quanri. Why are they translating it into our language?
Okay. I got the statue down. Let me backtrack a little bit more here. I think I might go back to the where I started so I can get restock my potions here. Okay, doesn't last long enough. Okay, well, I'll just send it up over here. Where are my potions? Oh, there's stuff in here I missed. Okay. Restocked. What are the accessories I picked up? Let's see. The hand that cuts. Actually, you know what? That could be good on coal. Let me see here. Oh, look, Blackwell's Tom Rayner now. Give him that. I'm gonna stick with who I have to. Just gonna stick with them. I'll switch it up in the next section. I'll switch it up. Oh, supply cache right there. Well, it doesn't matter. I need my potions refilled anyway.
Quanri.
They come.
The Inquisition doesn't leave alive.
There you go, dude. Firebomb again. Just firebomb everybody. Cole keeps dying. Why? Why'd you gotta keep dying, Cole? Stop dying. enemies are here. All of my potions are gone already. What the hell? Guys, we have got to fight. We've got to fight better than that. That is way too inefficient. Or we could just wait and let them Quanri and the Spirit Warriors fight it out a bit. And just take out whoever survives. Dang it. They saw me. How to see me?
Why did those Quanri attack the Inquisition on sight?
No idea. They weren't Talvashoth, though. This might be a rogue group, but they think they're following the Qun.
Perhaps it just needs the magical touch.
That's Fen'Harel, removing the face markings from a Dalish elf?
Cleansed, fresh-faced where the marks once marred. Fen'Harel helping, healing, giving hope.
But these ruins are older than the Dalish.
Maybe the markings used to have a different meaning?
Yeah, I actually remember this puzzle. The eyes that light the torch where the eyes of Finhuril are. Or there's the puzzle. It'll keep guys in a light building its way forward. Dorian, don't be stupid, man. Stop standing in the fire. Dorian, what are you doing? Get out of the fire. Get out of the fire, man. Well, I think that's only there in case you don't have a mage with you. That's probably not important. I think there are like a few things on the outskirts of this island here. Oh, this is a Gatlock bomb. I forget how I set this stuff off. Guess I can't. But yeah, there's definitely something there. I have to come back for that. Where? Oh, the water is poison. Water is lava.
Like the quiet. This was a good place for spirits.
You've been gone a lot these past few years, kid. Anywhere in particular?
Helping people. Towns burned, too many dead from bandits or battles.
Well, I've officially reached a dead end here. If only I could fly. But I can't. I'm a dwarf. Hey, that's a golden hollow. I haven't seen one of those in, well, you know, since the other place. Alright, I guess I gotta go all the way back around to get back in there. On.
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Evanuris posing as gods.
Interesting word, Evanuris. If all it means is mage leader, well, they were basically magisters.
Yep, they were basically elven, the magisters. They were. It's a secret door. Yep. See, Quanri. Quanri. Shall we sneak attack? Give him fire. Fire. No.
This letter says the Quanri came to these ruins because the Illuvians connect to Halam Sharal.
So they're aiming for the Winter Palace.
It was some sort of infiltration. There's no more details.
This is crazy. They're acting like we're at war.
Are they?
I don't know, boss. I wish I did.
Look at all the money. So there's a goblet in there. I think that's also an Easter egg. I don't think that's actually something I can get. Oh, well, I happened to take the thing that was in there. Arrowwood. Got the bow. Has piercing arrows. Yeah, a lot of high armor penetration. Not bad. Incarnation. Yeah, go try that out for a bit.
Let's look for anything that explains why the Quanri came here before we go.
Oh, right.
A note about an unknown intruder coming through an Illuvian. They turned spirits against us, then fled.
It must be a mage. They killed any Quanri in the way and let the spirits do the rest.
Two parties, then. The Quanri, and a mystery agent determined to stop them. Come on. We have to warn people about the Quanri's designs on the Winter Palace.
One dead Quanri was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Quanri may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
They also have no reason to be here, or using Illuvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now.
It appears the relative peace and quiet of the last 2 years is coming to an end.
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this. Can't we go 10 years without the world falling to pieces?
We must ensure that the Quanri do not disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks.
I'm sorry.
Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
Be that as it may, the Quanri must be our top priority. We can worry about the politics later.
My apologies. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Quanri are doing and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
Poor Lady Montilla feels the council on her own.
What is the Inquisition playing at?
I think that was all the bones. Dog is gone. Dog has caused a scene. What should I pick up? Cudgel of the Golden Ebon Queen. It inflicts bees on enemies. As much as I like Trespasser, the one downside is that they give you a lot of cool equipment at the very end here. And I kind of wish you got some of this stuff earlier in the game, just because it will be fun to use. That's kind of the only real downside to all of this.
The council on her own.
What is the Inquisition playing at? At once.
Oh, I see Meriden has her guitar now. Now, I don't know what's going on with Sarah's equipment here. It's like she always is missing a potion. I think it has to do with the extra potion slot that the Tempest specialty is supposed to provide. But I think it's probably bugged. So it doesn't really keep the extra potion on hand. And is that everybody? Alright, we're going to do the next scenario. Because that'll put me about at the halfway point. Actually, out of curiosity here. Mr. Tom, would you like to equip some bees? Oh, it's only 220 DPS. Poop. Yeah. If I had higher DPS, I would gladly use it. But the fact that it doesn't is, Oh, where's the mirror go? Mirror's not up here anymore. What am I doing?
How's it been?
Where did, Where did Colin put the mirror at? Oh. What's that? Oh yeah, there's stuff I gotta find.
Yes, thank you.
be something here. Better take a closer look.
Hmm? Oh.
Darling, what can I do for you?
Oh, you're a divine now.
How is the Chantry treating you, now that you're divine, Victoria?
Quite well, my dear. The surge in recruitment of Seekers has proven quite a boon. There are still the occasional grumbles about having a mage divine, but they're easily silenced.
We'll talk another time.
Oh, up there. Ah, dang it. Again, the creepy jester. They're always disappearing as soon as I get near them. I'll spend some more time tracking them down the next time I play. Not gonna do it tonight. Already got enough going on here. By the hidden Orphidian enslavers, the Snake Kings, in the earth in a battle against Aventur's allies and the moons. Of course I know about them. So to prove to the reader beyond any doubt. I'm gonna go try blah 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 blah. There's only 400 more pages yet, we're not reading that. Even in Thedas there are conspiracy theories. And nut jobs. Okay, here's the mirror. Hold on, I'm gonna take a short break here. I'll be back in a second. Alright. Let's see, who am I taking this time? I think I will take Varric. Take Cassandra. We'll bring the Divine with us this time.
That path wasn't there before.
Maybe the Quanri figured out a way to make new paths.
By the way, Vivian gets the stylish gold armor now. No, the divine armor. Which does give her guard protection on hit, which is not bad. Yeah, I'll give her the life drain. It may not be the best mage armor, to be honest, but it'll do in a pinch. Alright, let's catch up with these Quanri and find out what they're up to.
is that?
It is a very good question. Nobody has an answer for that.
So that's how the Quanri moved the paths.
That's
Oh.
a handy little trick. Not quite where we wanted to go, but still not bad.
Demons, demons, demons. Always demons. Vivian, why are you in the middle of the fight? Don't stand in the middle of the fight, please. Let Cassandra take the hits. That's why she's here. God, these guys are taking forever to kill. Still gonna have a problem with extremely tanky enemies. What did I pick up? Find the cards. Second one is granted. Oh, this is only when you have multiple items equipped, that's right. So wait, I don't think it... Oh, I can't set coal right now. I guess it doesn't have any effect if you have like one piece on. Okay, seriously, am I having this bug again where I cannot use a potion? This is a
Shall we see where the Quanri went in such a hurry?
Yeah, but hold on, I need to fix this here. Let me save and reload, see if that will fix that. Because we cannot have that. It's still not letting me use a potion.
Not precisely where we intended to go, darling, but still an amusing diversion.
Ready to fight some more demons. Oh, now you can use a potion. Might as well take that ahead of time.
Take down the demon!
My god, even these guys are tanky now. I guess Vivian's doing okay back there. Against the one big demon. Doesn't seem like it's actually doing much to actually hurt her. But I guess she's okay. Die already. What the hell, man? Hey, are they so fucking tanky? This is not fun. This is the opposite of fun. This is just annoying. God damn it, they're like hiding behind the mirror. Can I just do like a little check here? How much fucking HP does this damn thing have? 134,000 for a Despair Demon. Are you fucking shitting me? Why does it have that much fucking HP? These things are normally pushovers. Jeez. Yes, now I'm feeling I should go back and restore my potions again before I move on. Alright, let's do a quick jaunt back. Potions will, I think, automatically replenish if I go back. Then we will return and continue.
Those Quanri can't have gotten far. Be ready.
Hey, Vera, get your favorite place. We're back in the deep roots. Wow, cool animation.
Why would a mystical elven mirror lead here?
We need to find out what these Quanri were up to. So let's go see, shall we? Looks like there was a bad cave-in.
Oh, Veil Quartz. Nice.
look at all that. The Quanri have a huge operation here.
But why?
Yes, but why?
Now we know why shit keeps falling down.
This place isn't stable.
Where do we go from here? That is a hole. Supposed to get over here somehow. Oh, door. Well, you didn't see that.
Again, your mark is glowing. Are you all right?
Well, maybe the anchor can make itself useful down here.
Let there be light.
Great. We're in the deep roads. I feel myself getting dwarfier by the minute. Did I just sprout a beard?
Yes, yes. You hate the deep roads and caves and the outdoors.
And Orlesians, Fereldens, Navarans, Mages, Templars, the entire Merchant Guild, Nugs.
Look, I have to complain, or you'll forget I'm here and trip over me. I'm providing a service.
Quanri were definitely up to something. Excavating that cave-in, maybe.
Those are deep stalkers.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, let's keep shooting. Those are deep stalkers. Any more?
Well, this place is all kinds of fun. What are the Quanri even doing in a place this awful?
After all the places we have been, I hardly expected to find us in another cave.
Hey, I'm not any happier about this than you are.
Oh, lyrium.
Look, someone up ahead. I think he's human.
Stay back! Oh, wait. Your hand. Are you the Inquisitor?
Odd to find a human down in the deep roads at all, let alone surrounded by Quanri.
We don't have much time. Please, what the Vidasala is doing, you have to stop her.
The Vidasala?
She's the leader of the Quanri here. She hates magic. Her job was to study it and stop it at all costs. Not anymore. I don't care whether you serve Fen'Harel or not. Someone has to stop her.
Why do the Quanri think that the Inquisition serves Fen'Harel?
I don't know. The Vidasala said it, and the Quanri here accept it as fact. We've had agents of Fen'Harel causing trouble all over the crossroads. Sabotage, making spirits attack us. I assume the Inquisition was their army. That you came here because Fen'Harel told you to.
Who are you exactly?
My name is Jeren. Sir Jeren, once. I was a Templar in Kirkwall, until I joined the Qun.
You're Quanri?
Kirkwall was madness, chaos. The Quanri were like the eye of a storm. I stand for order and discipline, protecting the innocent from magic. But this plan, it's as mad as Meredith ever was.
What is it you want me to stop?
This place is a lyrium mining and processing center. The Quanri need it for... Have you ever heard of Sarabas? It's a mage. Except Quanri mages are much more dangerous than those among humans or elves. Even as a Templar, I'd never seen anything like the power Sarabas can unleash. And now Vidasala is giving them lyrium. A lot of lyrium. It's part of something she calls Dragon's Breath. There's more to it than that, but I couldn't find out what. The Quanri don't like it when you ask too many questions.
Where are we? Why are there elven mirrors in the deep roads?
This place is close to something like a lyrium spring. The more we mine, the more there seems to be. As for the mirrors, I don't know. Maybe the elves were mining here too.
What are you doing down here?
The Quanri wanted me to teach them everything I knew about lyrium. Where it comes from, everything it can do, how we put it to use. I knew enough from my time in the Order. They figured out more. I'm not sure how. Maybe they got to the Carter.
The Quanri can't be mining their own lyrium. It kills anyone who tries, other than dwarves.
It killed the Quanri at first. But Quanri workers have a discipline only Tranquil can match. And they're quick learners. They figured it out.
That's not seriously the name of the plan, is it? Dragon's Breath?
You know that most Dragon's Breath destroys everything in its path, right? She said it would save the South. That can mean only one thing. An invasion. This mine is the only source of lyrium the Quanri have. They're using Gatlock, the explosive powder in the round casks, to mine, so they don't have to touch raw lyrium. If you get the primers from Central Supply, you can prime the Gatlock and detonate it. The mines will go up in flames.
Even if I succeed, will that really stop the Vidasala?
It would be a start. Deep Stalkers and Cave-ins will cut off reinforcements, but they'll still come when they hear trouble. You've got to find the Vidasala to end this war before it begins.
And now I kill you. No, I'm not going to kill you.
There's no telling how bad things will get when I destroy the mine. You'd better get moving.
I will. Good luck, Inquisitor.
Let's go. We have a lyrium mine to ruin.
Potions, good to know. I might need that in a moment. Who's on the other side of the door? Is it Deep Stalkers? Okay, I can deal with that. Lots of Deep Stalkers. Doesn't matter how many you send, they're pretty weak. Alright. Gotta get those primers so I can start blowing stuff up.
The Quanri make these things explode. Maybe we can use them to get out of here.
Over here. Okay, maybe I'm not meant to go over there.
Why is it so dark? Don't dwarven runes usually glow with lyrium or lava or whatever's running through the walls?
Yeah. So apparently the agent of Fenharel created this blue flame stuff, which is dangerous. See if I can just get the bear to teleport back to me. Ah, that was a fail. Oh, I'm on the other side now. Fire electricity damage can instantly detonate a primed catalog. What about an explosive area?
Here they come!
Shields! 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 Okay, let's not blow that one off. Illusions. Oof.
You know, I went through one Quanri invasion. I was really hoping I'd never see another.
But you love it, Varric. It gives you material for your stories. Let's see. Right there. Get him.
There's one of the mining platforms. Now we just need primers. This cavern is barely holding together.
Come closer.
Aw, who said that?
Quanri, look out!
Fire bombs. Okay. Just boink. Can't get through here.
Well, that certainly looks like a good spot for an explosion.
Yep. Explosions are fun. Firebombs are fun too.
is telling the truth. The primer should be in here.
Over in there.
That looks like a perfect target. Don't you agree, my dear?
Yes. And that's where I was before. Anything over here? Nope, just kind of takes me around. Alright. Target is over there.
We're almost there.
Andraste's has. That's a lot of lyrium.
Are you quite all right, Inquisitor? It hasn't escaped me that the anchor is acting up.
Worrying about me, Madame de Fer?
Solus was the only one who ever pretended to understand the anchor, but we all know it's dangerous. Dorian and I will have to put our heads together, but we should find some way to slow it down.
It's mostly just a lot of gatlock in here. But there is lyrium too, so cut all this off and it'll be a mighty big explosion. There we go.
We've got the primers. Let's go explode some gatlock.
Everybody dead? I mean, bad guys are dead. Yeah, in case you didn't notice yet, there are elven statues in the Deep Roads, which is mighty unusual. Go boom. No, I sure didn't like that. Where are they? Oh, right there.
Get out of here and warn the others about this Dragon's Breath plan.
Good. Let's move before this place fills entirely with water.
I saw that bear. He jumped off the edge. It's like, I'm ready to leave now. Okay, I can't go that way. The bridge is gone now. He did it again. Derek, stop trying to suicide yourself, man. Come on. Time to get out of here. Let's see, can I just jump over this one? Skip. guess I can just skip going around there. Although, I think I'm gonna check on the dude. Or is he? No, okay. He's not over here.
That leads.
Templar brother is in need of re-education. Let's locate him and returned at once.
We'll have to find another way.
Oh, they put a ladder here. Anything? Oh, supplies, yes. Might as well restock on potions while I'm there. Nope. He died anyway. He died free. Sort of. Can I blow this up? Good teleportation, guys.
Tell Cullen and Josephine we're probably at war with the Qun. Anyone?
Not fun.
Tell them if you want, but they'll probably think I'm lying.
They're going to kill me.
Dragon's breath. The Quanri always enjoy their metaphors.
But what does it mean?
Who knows? Quanri agents moving through Illuvians to attack the south is bad enough already.
I still do not understand why they accused the Inquisition of serving Ferelden.
Carivius tried to set himself up as a god. Maybe someone who knows Elven history is doing the same.
But how does that implicate us? What made them decide that the Inquisition serves this Ferelden?
Hopefully we will learn more after we have stopped them.
Let's see the Exalted Council try to disband the Inquisition after we've saved them from this dragon's breath.
We must find out what Dragon's Breath is first. For now, our only lead is the Quanri leader, the Vidusala.
Gentlemen!
My apologies, Lady Josephine. There has been an incident with one of your soldiers.
How dare you? It was bad enough that the Inquisition chose not to inform the Exalted Council of the Quanri corpse.
Orlais would have been happy to help with the matter.
But now your own guards are attacking servants? You have overstepped your bounds.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention, gentlemen. I'll see to this personally.
Thank you, Inquisitor. Orlais stands ready to assist the Inquisition, as always.
Secrets and lies. Do you understand why we fear your Inquisition? You act as if you're the solution to every problem. How long before you drag us into another war?
It might have already happened.
What's going on here?
The Orlesians tried to take one of our people, Inquisitor. We've secured the area.
This is the Winter Palace. You cannot simply seize control when one of your guards attacks a servant.
The Inquisition is handling this. When some noble commits a crime of fashion, you can take over.
I only asked what he was doing.
And when I refused to bow to the Inquisition's dogs, you attacked me! How would you like us to handle the situation, Inquisitor?
Is that a Gatlock barrel? What's it doing here?
That barrel there. Where did it come from?
I was ordered to bring wine for the guests.
You're lying.
Your Inquisition soldiers are completely out of control.
No, we're in control. Keep talking and you'll find yourself in chains.
Yeah, that looks like a Gatlock barrel. I'm gonna arrest the servant.
Please take the servant into custody.
Right away, Your Worship.
Inquisitor?
Ambassador Montier will explain later. For now, please hold the servant for questioning.
As you say, Inquisitor. Lord Cyril will hear about this.
Inquisitor, I also found this by the barrel. I can't read the language.
Did you resolve the problem with the guard?
The guard is the least of our problems. Someone smuggled Gatlock barrels into the Winter Palace.
Smile, Inquisitor. There are many eyes upon us. At least now we know the true extent of the dragon's breath.
You think the dragon's breath is these Gatlock barrels?
Of course. A surprise attack, even through the Illuvians, would have met fierce resistance. But if everyone at the Exalted Council died in an explosion, the South would be rudderless, vulnerable to attack. This is what Corypheus should have done after the explosion at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
If he was smart.
As swift and unstoppable as the breath of a dragon.
Well, lucky for us, Corypheus was not that smart. He was kind of stupid.
How are you still smiling?
Years of training as a bard, Inquisitor. We cannot show weakness now. Enemies could be watching, or we can let them seize idle conversation between two friends.
The guard who confronted the servant said she found this note near one of the barrels. It looks like Quanri writing.
Let me see. I picked some up from the Iron Bull, though I'm told my accent is atrocious. These are orders for positioning the Gatlock in the palace. When duty has been performed, report to the Vidisala through the mirror marked by a bookcase.
I've been hoping to meet the esteemed Vidisala. How nice of her to invite us over.
Good. While you do that, I will have agents locate the Gatlock barrels and remove them safely. I will also send word to my foreign contacts. We must see where else this dragon could strike.
Alright. So, the Quanri are up to attacking the south with the Gatlock dragon's breath.
Need me for anything?
What do you think's going to happen at the Exalted Council?
Maker, I have no idea. Politics always makes my head spin.
You okay there? Whoa, Blackwall.
Whenever some prissy noble gets their knickers wedged somewhere.
Are you back to your normal frame rate?
It's nice to have everyone back in the same place again.
I have to admit I missed it. What does it mean when we need a huge diplomatic talk or the world ending just to bring us together? I got the chance to have a few drinks with Sarah. Miss that girl. It's still a little awkward talking to Cassandra, but the commander appears to have forgiven me, finally.
What is it like being a warden now?
Things are in upheaval. There have been heated arguments about the future of the Order. I wouldn't be surprised if we tore ourselves apart.
Until later.
At your pleasure, my lady.
Alright. Alright, that's enough for tonight. Let's save here. So next time, you will resolve Trespasser. The end of Dragon Age. Finally. Anyway, that'll be it. I'm gonna go now. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.